my exact system to study languages for 5 hours daily. And I'm not going to lie, I could give you the entire system right now, but you won't be able to follow it because you can. And so you will leave this video, you will think that I'm bullshitting, and you will give a dislike. So first, you need to know this mindset in order to be able to follow all of these steps that I'm going to be giving you. But who am I to tell you this? Well, I'm Ivan, soy un nativo del español with 20 months in Japanese, 47 months in English, and as an athlete, I'm on a mission to help fucked up language learners who can't study for more than 5 hours on a daily basis. And so I promise you that by the end of this video, if you follow everything I tell you perfectly, in 3 months, you will be a healthy language learner. It is literally as simple as that. And the first piece of the mindset that you need is effort equals fun. And this is something that people don't realize. But like, for example, would you have fun right now if I put you with my exact system for studying languages efficiently, which is literally studying from spreadsheets? No, you won't have fun. Will you have fun with something like TikTok for 8 hours daily? You probably will have fun, right? But not the fun that you actually do like. You actually do like having this type of fun, which is effort. So if you can imagine like the golden times, you can remember some type of golden times in your 5 years ago or something like that, in which you grinded for a sports competition, you grinded for a test, and you actually aced the test. You actually went in like third place or second place, and you felt good after that, right? And that's why effort equals fun, because fun is actually not what you live. You can think that playing video games is good and you have fun by playing video games, but in reality, at the end of the day, you're probably even having more fun by playing with the plants in your backyard, to be honest. Because let's be honest, if you play League of Legends for 10 hours daily, at that point, are you even having fun? And I'm not literally bullshitting video games, because like some days maybe you want to even play them, but like playing them for 8 to 9 hours daily, is it really that fun? Probably not, right? Now that you actually know the mindset that you need to know that fasting is the first step towards achieving a good attention span. And so you can't avoid this. You need to be a normal human being, and this is something that people don't know. But in reality, we have the same nervous system that we had, what, 3 million years ago. And so in the caveman days, we literally were hunting first thing on the morning. And then after the hunt, we went and with the boar, with the lion to our families, and then we ate. That is usually how it worked, right? And you can't go against your nature. That is how this works. And so whenever you go against your nature, it actually makes sense that you are not able to study, because what you're doing is that you're literally eating first thing on the morning. And you can imagine that if you eat something like cereals with sugar, of course, it makes totally sense that you literally don't even have the attention span to be able to study for more than 30 minutes to 1 hour. And so fasting, if I could tell you one thing and just follow it for an entire month, it could be fasting. That's why I put it on the first step. And you can literally leave this video right now. If you will do fasting, you will start being a healthy language learner. I'm totally sure. Because foods like carbohydrates make you be foggy. And you know this for a fact, because whenever you eat rice or pasta, you literally feel kind of full and you don't feel any feeling towards the studying. But like when you go to school and maybe you didn't have a breakfast, pay attention to how much attention you can pay to that first class before eating something. Because I assure you that literally that first class, you will kind of like understand everything. And that is why fasting is actually very overpowered. And the second step is go to nature and be playful with life. So what I mean by this is that if you are playful with someone, let's say that you play with your friends or you go to your backyard and kind of detail a leaf, you will notice that literally, yeah, you enter in this kind of flow state. And by entering in this flow state, you literally become a happier person. This is something that is actually proven by science. So the more activities you have in your day in which you're entering this flow state, the more happier you are. And so this is something that is actually very cool when it comes to becoming this healthy human being, which is basically that if you become this healthy person, it will be just super easy to basically study for 3 to 4 hours on a daily basis. So you can't imagine a person who enjoys studying for more than 4 to 5 to 6 hours not being healthy. You can't really imagine me literally just watching porn because you want to watch porn, or literally just going and playing video games for 10 to 20 hours daily. Like, yeah, it doesn't just make sense. And the third step is meditation. I'm not going to lie, this is literally the most efficient task that you can do to improve in your attention span. That is just how it works. And so meditation has 3 phases, which is the focus, not focus, and focus phases. So there's people that think that in meditation you have 0 thoughts, but in reality, whenever you start meditating, you start noticing that you have lots and lots of interrupting thoughts whenever you're working on something, whenever you're studying on something. And this is honestly like just real annoying, right? And so in what these phases consists. So you're going to pick an object of focus. That object of focus is usually, for most of the people, their breath, but it can be literally this mouse. It can be literally what? This marker pen, like whatever thing. Just pick something, and you're going to focus on that thing for a specific amount of time. So let's say that you want to focus on this marker for 2 minutes, right? Then you're going to literally see the marker. That's it. At some point, you will notice that you enter into this phase, which is the not focus phase, and you start getting thoughts about things. Maybe you start thinking about the school, maybe you start thinking about work, and at some point, you're going to notice, oh, this is a thought. You go back and focus on your breath. This is how meditation works, and how meditation helps you, because you will say, okay, but how focusing on a marker pen will actually help me? So whenever you are doing your immersion, you will lose your focus because you think about the type of task that you need to do, right? Tomorrow in your school or in your work. And then you will notice, oh, this is not doing immersion, this is not studying. And then you will focus back again on that thing. Now, there's people who think, I have to do this for 1 hour daily. And in reality, no. As long as you are able to do this for 10 to 15 to 20 minutes daily for the rest of your life, you're literally done. You literally don't have to do more. And this is literally probably one of the most important steps, if I'm being honest. The most important step is actually fasting, but I do think that meditation has actually kind of like the same importance. And I'm going to say something more, which is that you probably are not going to be able to do more than 2 minutes of meditation at first. And so don't worry if that happens. Just do like 2 minutes or 1 minute. Put a timer in your phone for like 1 minute and try to focus on your breath. So people focus on their exhalation and inhalation, and try to focus on that thing. At first, for the first 5 days, focus on your breath for 1 minute, and that's it. And I assure you that you're literally going to get a better attention span. And so the last step is, don't think that you will change tomorrow and be happy with your progress. And it is cliche as fuck. I know it is what it is, but we need to remember things more than we actually need to learn them. And this is actually an important lesson that you need to remind yourself with, which is, you actually probably know already all of the things that you need to do. It's just that you literally don't remember them. Literally, that is the most important thing. If you can remember everything that you need to do on a daily basis, you will literally be, that literally will be overpowered, right? I could remember myself right now with whatever type of thing that I could do. Like, that's why I have these papers on the walls, because it's literally a reminder. I have this habit tracker in here because it's literally a reminder. Okay, today I did not do the reading session. Yesterday I actually did do the reading session, but yesterday I didn't meditate, right? And so these things are reminders of the path I need to go into. And the person who did this is a version of myself who actually wanted me to success. And that is why you need all of these reminders, right? And so that's why I repeat all of this content really often, and I will start repeating it more, because you need to be remembered more than you need to be taught. So if you want to know more about this and you're interested in working with me, check the first link in the description, and also follow me on Instagram because I'm starting to upload reels in there. Thank you.